do want to ask you, like, it's been cool to see the momentum, I guess I'll say, that Impact has had for more than a year. And it's just, to me, in my opinion, the basis of it is that the shows have been phenomenal. The in-ring work has been great. And then you have things like Trinity joining, and that's another bubble that's coming up. And recently, you guys have been all over the place. You were just in your home country in Canada. You were in Mexico. You guys went back overseas. The shows that you're doing here, we're hearing the pay-per-view buys are going up. The attendance is going up. And wrestling really seems like it's been in a boom. To be in these rings, to come out, to experience these crowds and touch these people in person. Like, how has it been this year?
It's been amazing. It's all momentum, man, and the momentum is growing. Show after show after show. We show up to like a town like Memphis, where I never wrestled prior to Impact Wrestling going there, and I'm unsure of how the reception is going to be. I've never wrestled there before. I don't know if I'm going to come out and people are going to be on board with, all that the walking weapon Josh Alexander is. And from the moment I step out in that crowd, everybody knows me. Everybody's behind me. You know what I mean? Just like I'm in any other town I grew up in wrestling in. Just like when I'm in Canada, where I've been for the past 18 plus years. And it's just the momentum, man. Like, I think everybody's on board with pro wrestling right now, especially, and everybody wants to see a little bit of what everyone has. And the one benefit that we have in Impact Wrestling, and, I like to call it TNA now because we're almost there. We're a month away.
Right.
Is our locker room, man. Like, we're all passionate. Like I said, we were all fans of this product. We all became wrestlers because of this product. Like, the Knockouts division on its own inspired our entire Knockouts division that we have here that's carrying forward. It's one of the best female divisions in all of pro wrestling. Same with the X division, same with our tag division. And it grows upon itself because we all challenge each other because we want to get back to what TNA was. Back when, I was the biggest fan of the world watching Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and AJ Styles go at it on Unbreakable in 05. Like, we want that crowd that, in Orlando where you just see behind the ring while the match is going on. Everybody's on their feet, jumping up and down, losing their minds. And it's coming back, man. And it's beautiful to see, and we just got to keep working on it.
And you bring up that momentum. You bring up the tag division. Well, a way to keep the momentum up is bringing in Zack Sabre Jr. For Final Resolution, which I believe, hopefully I'm not wrong, so I don't get flamed on the internet, this will be Zack's first match underneath the Impact TNA umbrella outside of the Multiverse United events that you guys have done with New Japan. How excited are you to be able to team with him?
I'm pumped, man. I get to tag up with who I think is the greatest pound-for-pound technical wrestler living, breathing right now in the world, man. When I watch that guy, I've watched him for years, and I've been able to share locker rooms with him, luckily, over the past few. Just seeing him go in the ring, like, it's very difficult to be completely, utterly unique in pro wrestling these days. You can be very good at certain aspects of pro wrestling, but to go out there and just present yourself and do everything you do as your own style that nobody can replicate, that's incredibly difficult. And I think Zack Sabre Jr. is one of those guys in the pro wrestling world that every time he steps foot in the ring, nothing you're going to see in a Zack Sabre match is going to be possible to be seen in any other match. And I'm excited to get the front row seat right there in the apron, tagging up with him and seeing what he can do, going against, the most decorated tag team in Impact and TNA history in Motor City Machine Guns.
And, you bring up that elite list that you are a part of, by the way. And I'm not just saying that because we're talking here, but you've also been in the ring this year, and I brought it up earlier. Just names like Will Ospreay and Okada, wrestling in Japan. What a way to bounce back from an injury, by the way, my guy. Are these things that, like, have you had a moment to enjoy them? Because I have to believe in some degree these are like bucket list type things that you've had in your mind since you were a kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a little inside baseball at Bound for Glory in that main event with Alex Shelley. I tore up my shoulder a little bit. Nothing that required surgery or time off. Just stuff that was like ailing me the entire time. And the next night is when we taped that match with Will Ospreay. Nothing was going to 100% moving without my left arm through most of that match, and just to be able to step foot in the ring with somebody like Will, who I've watched, everybody's seen, everybody knows how good he is, but to get in there and go one-on-one and realize like the type of chemistry that we have together instantly, first time stepping foot in the ring, and to be able to deliver a match like that for the Impact crowd, like that's this kind of stuff that builds momentum. That's the stuff I want to be a part of. And you say like stop and smell the roses. the Japan thing, the second I heard about it, that I had to get a visa to go to Japan, I didn't know who was wrestling or anything like that. When I got the call, I had to stop for a second and be like, oh my God, it's finally happening. This thing's evaded me for all 18 years. I've never been to Japan. It's the one place I needed to go to be completely satisfied with my life and career. And, when I got on that flight, I, was flying over to Japan for that, 14-hour flight or whatever it is, I got a little welled up thinking about that it was finally happening because, like I said, it evaded me for so long. Just to be able to step foot in the ring with legends like Tanahashi, Okada, and one of my favorites in Ishii in my debut match in Sumo Hall, man, you couldn't dream of a bigger way to, debut in that country. So,
no. What up? Pardon the interruption on the interview. Real quick, we have to show some love to the people that are helping make this content possible. ZipChair and ZipChairGaming.com. Holiday season is here, y'all. If you want to go extra on the gift, get all the brownie points, and really come up clutch this holiday season, I have a suggestion. ZipChair.com. Go there, find your partner or yourself whoever the perfect chair for their office, their gaming area, their cubicle, whatever the case. Or you want the recliner, you want the bar stool, you want the man cave for the house to really get the perfect thing, to really seal in the best man cave in the neighborhood. ZipChair.com. Use that discount code Adrian to save yourself 10%. And hey, if your partner has a favorite team, why don't you slap on the team's logo on it? With ZipChair, it's possible. Customizable from the logos to the comfortability. And as a big guy, it has the XXL seal of approval. ZipChairGaming.com. Use that discount code Adrian.